Greetings, time travelers! Today we're heading into one of Epcot's most iconic attractions, Spaceship Earth, a slow-moving journey through the history of human communication wrapped inside that giant geodesic golf ball we all know and love. I've got 4 fascinating facts and 1 sneaky lie about this classic ride. Think you know Spaceship Earth better than anyone? Let's put that knowledge to the test. Comment your guess down below, and don't forget, the truth will be revealed in the next Can You Spot the Fake? As always, at the end of this video, I will reveal the lie from the last edition of Can You Spot the Lie on It's a Small World. If you didn't get a chance to view it and see if you can spot the lie, there is a link in the video description. Okay, let's get started with today's Can You Spot the Lie, Spaceship Earth. Lie number 1, the ride system moves guests through the sphere in a perfect vertical loop. A common myth floating around is that Spaceship Earth's ride system makes a perfect vertical loop inside the dome, from base to top and right back down in a circular motion. While that sounds cool and kind of like the inside of a hamster wheel, it's totally not how it works. The actual track follows a spiral design, slowly ascending as it wraps around the interior walls of the sphere. Once guests reach the top, they descend backward through a different spiral, still coiled, but much gentler than a full loop. A vertical loop would be a wild concept, maybe for a Space Mountain, but not for a slow omnimover with projection screens and animatronics. Unless you want Grandma flying out of her time-traveling buggy, we'll leave the loops to roller coasters. Fact number 2. The second narration was by a famous news anchor, Walter Cronkite. One of the most iconic narrators of Spaceship Earth was none other than Walter Cronkite, the trusted face of CBS Evening News. He narrated the ride in the 1980s, bringing his warm, steady tone to this journey through time. His voice added a sense of historical weight to the ride, especially during lines like, "This is Spaceship Earth." And for the younger viewers wondering, who Walter Cronkite was basically the Morgan Freeman of the news. Before TikTok, before YouTube, before the internet was even a twinkle in humanity's collective eye. Back then, we couldn't Google things. We waited for Walter to tell us the news at 6 p.m. sharp. He was the second narrator, following Vic Perrine, and helped set the emotional tone that many Epcot fans still remember with serious nostalgia. Fact number 3, the Renaissance scene features Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel while lying on his back. One of the most memorable scenes in Spaceship Earth takes you straight into the heart of the Renaissance. Michelangelo is shown painting the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, lying on his back on wooden scaffolding, brush in hand. This animatronic is a fan favorite, not only because of its detail, but because it reflects the real-life struggle Michelangelo endured while creating one of the most famous masterpieces in the world. The lighting in this scene is dramatic, with candle-like flickers and soft chorale music playing in the background. Imagineers nailed the historical setting here, down to the paint-stained tunic and the way his hand moves slowly across the ceiling. It's Disney storytelling at its most immersive. Fact number 4, the Florida version has over 300 unique animatronic figures. Inside Spaceship Earth, you'll find a jaw-dropping array of over 300 animatronic figures, each one playing a role in telling the story of communication through the ages, from Egyptian papyrus scribes to Roman messengers, from Arabic scholars to Renaissance printers. Every figure is placed in a thoughtfully curated scene. Imagineers used a mix of recycled parts, some heads are reused from other attractions, and brand new designs to create a global cast of characters. If you ride slowly enough, you'll notice subtle facial expressions, hand gestures, and movements unique to each figure. Despite being decades old, these animatronics are maintained to a high standard because Epcot doesn't play when it comes to education with flair. Fact number 5. Disney once considered a giant LED globe that would display riders' faces at the exit. During one of the many reimaginings of Spaceship Earth, Disney concept teams proposed a massive digital globe to be placed at the ride's finale. This globe would light up with real-time rider selfies, using onboard cameras to snap your photo and place it alongside others from around the world. The idea was to represent global connection in the digital age, an evolution promotion of the Spaceship Earth concept as a shared home for humanity. But privacy concerns, tech limitations, and the fact that some people just don't want their Florida humidity face on a giant screen led the idea to quietly fade into the concept vault. Still, it's a pretty fun what if that shows how much thought goes into even the endings of Disney rides. Alright, time travelers, which of these facts doesn't quite fit in with the rest? Was it Michelangelo, the LED globe, the looping ride system? Drop your best guess in the comments. And hey, if you're loving these trivia challenges, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that little bell icon so you don't miss the answer in the next Can You Spot the Fake? That's where we'll reveal the lie and take on a brand new Disney ride. Alright, time for the big reveal from our last Can You Spot the Fake? It's a Small World. If you guessed that the doll designed to look like Walt Disney was the lie, ding ding ding, you got it right. While it's a charming idea and has definitely made the rounds online, there's no official Walt doll hidden in It's a Small World at the Magic Kingdom. The little Dutch boy with the mustache, just a coincidence. But hey, in a ride filled with over 300 dolls, it's easy to let your imagination set sail. So, how are you doing spotting the lie? Are you 2 for 2? The next Can You Spot the Lie will focus on one of my very favorite Disney rides, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Until then, stay curious and maybe thank Walter Cronkite for bringing the vibes before your phone did. Subscribe and hit the notification so you don't miss it. I do want to thank you sincerely for watching and have a magical day. Until next time.